Hello and welcome to Debden Manor, which has been our home for 40 years. It was, during the 18th and 19th centuries, a rectory and then became a home in the early 20th century. When we came here, there was this lovely house with an immense amount of space which could be filled up with all the things which we enjoyed collecting. Not all of them very serious things, but things which we enjoyed, like jugs and paper clips and sardine boxes, as well as pictures and sculpture. We had great fun collecting sardine boxes. They weren't a very esteemed item when we started, and the first one we picked up was in Kendal and was very plain and white with a fish on the lid. But the Mallorca ones became extremely expensive. One of the early ones which we found was the Wedgwood one, which is modelled in the shape of a boat with the name of Sardinia on it. And the other ones which are fun to know about are the sardine boxes on sleds. And they went on being made actually into the 20th century. Now we are downsizing, moving to a much smaller house. And so all our much loved collections have to find other homes. So there they are in sorters. We hope you enjoy them. The Downes family come from Cheshire. They were in Cheshire for 500 years at a place called Potshrigley, south of Macclesfield. As landowners, the Downes lived a quiet life, various small estates scattered around that part of the country. In the 18th century, they must have had some money, and they went to Bath, and the three members who went had their portraits painted, and these are the 18th century portraits hanging in the dining room.
This Epstein maquette is, of course, a maquette or the work attached to the outside wall of Coventry Cathedral. The Atlas by Elizabeth Rink was the second piece of work we'd done together, and she came forth with the idea of an atlas, that is, the God holding up the world. Christopher Gibbs runs a gallery in Bond Street, and I went there one day and immediately was attracted by this Kent bench. This was a similar design for Houghton in Norfolk, and these sorts of hall furniture are always made entirely of wood because the visitors to them were servants who had come from other houses with messages and would sit waiting for an answer, and they were feared to be verminous, so there was never any upholstery on these benches. And we've enjoyed this bench, I think without any contact with vermin, for the last 40 years.